Hey, YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up on your way in. And we are going to be reacting on Alice and Alana. Okay, guys, I had promised I was going to do an Alice and Alana video and I hadn't gotten around to it. Well, now is the time because my Alice and Alana people have been hitting me on Instagram saying, hey, we need you to drop an Alice and Alana exclusive video. Now, I know that Allison hasn't been coming up with content lately that has been reeling in the crowd, guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to look at some key points that build Alice and Alana's channel up to where it is now, guys. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this reaction.
Just having the kids go to bed and I fell asleep on the sofa. So it's kind of a good thing that I woke up though, because I had to go run and grab my scarf to tie my hair down. So now I have a dilemma where I need a total of $3,335. Out of that total, I have $100. So that brings me down to $3,235. And I need this money ASAP. I need this money as soon as possible because one of the situations is going to help me clear up some things I have on my name so I can continue to make my own money. So if anybody is willing and able to help out with that so I can keep on going and thriving and building myself up, I would definitely appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and put my my payment apps across the screen. And I might even do a community post in regards to the total that the balance that I still need to be able to take care of my situation and get myself straight. The total that I need is $3,335. Of that, I have $100, which brings me down to $3,235. Whatever you're able to contribute is greatly appreciated. I do need to get this money together like today. So whoever is able to help, please do so.
Okay, guys, so that was just a clip of Alison Alonga on her non-stop begging spree, which started in 2023, and here we are in 2024. Alison Beglana, or Begason Alana, whatever you like to call her, is still begging us to this day. As you guys know, she was evicted. The eviction did take place last year or earlier this year. I'm not really sure. I would have to look at the dates on some of her videos that she dropped. But nevertheless, she is still begging us settlers, remember, people that work, for money, even though she does not want to work. In fact, she refuses to work, and she is too good to work because she told us we still can't do the things we want to do, guys. We're poor. We're wasting our time going to 9 to 5, paying for daycare. All of that is a waste of time, guys. But we're not evicted, and we still have our cars, and we're not running from the washing machine man, and we're not running from the repo man. We're also not living in a shelter with our 3 boys. You know, I have 3 boys too. But we're not living in a shelter with our 3 kids, okay? Now we're going to go ahead and get into this clip. All right, hold on, guys. Let me speed this up real quick because we're not going to listen to this at a normal pace. We're going to take it to 1.5. All right, guys. Sorry about the thunder in the background. I guess it's about to rain. All right, let's get into it, guys.
I'm exhausted. It took me 3.5 hours to get that video up because it just refused to upload the first couple of attempts I made. So forgive me if I'm a little drained in this video, but I'm drained on that and also a bunch of other things.
Oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
You know,
so guys, hold on. Before we get into this, let me just go back for 1 second because I want to make some key points here that go along with what we're talking about. All right, so the title of this video is called Sharing My Shame. Others Won't Talk About This /eviction / I am Alison Alana. This video was put out precisely 1 year ago. And I want to read the description of the video. Oh, it was put out May the 21st, 2023. Listen to the description. In this video, I share my struggles about facing eviction, the struggles of being a single I'm sorry, being a door dasher, struggling online boutique owner, and a single mom of four. Remember, guys, she has three underage kids and one grown daughter. All right. A total of three baby daddies is the guess that I'm taking. All right. I'm being transparent and asking for financial help as I try to pay my rent before the sheriff comes to evict me. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. Sorry about that. Okay. So hold on. Let me keep reading. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All right. So this is hard. My children are so young, and I hate to watch us going through this, but I'm fighting till the end. Fighting. I didn't know fighting included sitting on your ass begging strangers for money. Anyway, let's continue reading. In the video, I asked for funds to be sent to my Cash App or Venmo, but I'd actually rather the money be sent to my Zelle. And then she goes on to give us her email and says, "Thank you so much, and God bless you all. May your contributions be returned to you 100-fold. I am Allison Alana." Now, why that needed to be put in the video right there was unbelievable. But guys, I just wanted to share that with you because it's ridiculous. Okay. So let's continue. Hold on, let me share the screen again. But I just wanted to read that so you guys can know the title, how long ago this was. Remember, Begathon 2023 started last year with Allison. It was her washing machine. I guess she was renting the washing machine. She kept talking about the washing machine, man. I don't know if she was renting it. I don't know. I wasn't watching her back then. Back when she was more popular, I didn't care to talk about her. But as um, sometimes what will happen is one or two videos will strike my interest and then I'll go over there. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. Hold on 1 second. But I just want you guys to know what the video was about. All right, let's make this a full screen and let's go ahead and watch it.
Point, I am just like over it. I don't care who knows. I don't care who sees. I don't really have anything to feel ashamed for anymore at this point. So it's just like it is what it is. Okay. So um I just wanted to come on here and kind of share a little bit of my story and hope that some way, somehow, somebody out there or some people out there can do something to assist me. Okay. So I'm a single mom of four. Three of them I'm 100% responsible for because they're still underage. My oldest is considered legally an adult. So I am currently 2 months behind on rent and I am facing eviction. So I owe rent for April and for May. Today is May 20th and I still have not paid my rent. I am in shock. I know it's nobody but God that has me still.
And yet, she has not been to work. Are you sitting down? Allison has not been to work a job, a real job, in 11 years. Can you imagine what her credit score is? Yeah, I'm talking about it. Can you imagine? Her credit score is probably a 300. I don't even know if they go that low. Allison, get up off your lazy ass and stop depending on other working adults that are taking care of their rent, their car payments, their car insurance, their cell phones, groceries, because we don't receive food stamps like you, Allison. Our kids, back to school, clothing, shoes, book bags, school supplies, and all the rest of the shit out here that we have to pay for as adults. Get off your lazy ass and get a job.
But there are a handful of growing scams that are designed to steal your money.
Allison Alana, get up off your lazy ass, get a job. Stop begging us, the hardworking people, to pay for your life. You had those kids. You were not married. You did not attempt. They were no good street niggas. That's what you said out of your mouth. I didn't say that. That's what she said out of her mouth. Stop expecting us and the government to take care of your kids. In fact, guys, you know what? No, I'm going to stay on track. We're going to finish watching this and we're going to get into her most recent scam. All right. So let's continue, guys.
In this place because we had court. First of all, I got a notice saying that I had court April 28th. And when I called the office to kind of just find out what was going on and to get a total of the fees that I owed, they told me that court actually wasn't going to be until May 12th. So the court date had got extended out, and I didn't even know or was aware of that. So a lot of time has went by, and I'm now 2 months behind on rent, and I'm still in my.
How weren't you aware of that when you have what's called a mailbox? Allison, you're just talking out of your ass right now. I don't believe that a person who I know has been through several evictions. I know this is not your first eviction because you stated that you have not had a job in 11 years. And I just can't imagine how you will be taking care of yourself that long without a job and not be evicted. You're used to being on the struggle bus. You are used to struggling. In fact, I think you don't mind struggling as long as you can sit on your ass. This lady even went as far as to say that STDs, God gave people STDs because they're sinning, as if she had her kids in wedlock. People get breast cancer because they're sinning. People get ovarian cancer because they're having sex and they should not be having sex. Girl, do you understand how sick that sounds? Where's your ovarian cancer? God forbid. No, I don't want that woman to get ovarian cancer, breast cancer, or anything else. My point is, why in the hell would you part your lips, your ignorant ass lips, to say that? She also said, because she's super religious, because she thinks God puts money in your bank account, she thinks that God actually does that. When they say God would provide, what they meant, dummy, is you have 2 hands, 2 feet, a mouth, and a brain. And you can take those 2 hands, get on a damn computer at the library or wherever the hell you got a computer at, and fill out a goddamn job application. That is what they meant by God will provide, because prayers falling on deaf ears without action behind it, honey. She had a nerve to say, I don't understand how anybody can be any other religion other than Christian. Do you understand that some of your supporters could be different religions? And you call yourself trying to build a channel saying shit like that out of your mouth? You are so ignorant. This girl is so ignorant. She went on a vacation while living in a shelter and bought 2 pair of Gucci socks. The socks were approximately, I'm going to say $90 to $95 a piece. Who in the hell is out here spending $100 on socks and they don't even have a place to live, Allison? Does that make any sense to anybody in this chat? I hope not, because you're probably in the wrong chat. Okay? This here is the mommy sector. Welcome to it, where we talk about ignorant, neglectful, selfish parents that do not put their children first, because parents that put their children first get up off their asses and make it happen. They don't sit there and beg people who don't know them and do not care about them or their children. Let's be clear. No, I don't wish any ill on anybody's children, but I got my own children to take care of, and that's what I'm focusing on. But for you to get on here and beg other people as though they're obligated to take care of you, girl, bye.
In my home. So it's really a miracle. I'm already kind of like, I already pack up some of my stuff and just put in my car just in case, because where I'm living at now, I'm being told that the sheriff just comes and tells you to get out of your house and they just lock you out. You have to wait and make arrangements with your landlord, because I do rent from a landlord who uses a property management company. So you have to get with your landlord to kind of make arrangements as to pick up your things out of the property, or he might even have the right to sell your stuff and you just lose everything. So I kind of just took out some of the things that I knew that I would not want to leave behind already, because I have really been trying to
get the funds to pay my rent and the remainder of my bills. However, I just haven't been making the money. I do DoorDash, and DoorDash has been extremely slow, which I talked about a little bit even in my previous video. It's been extremely slow.
Why are you only doing DoorDash? There's Uber Eats, there's Amazon, what is Flex that Liv was doing, guys. You guys remember Amazon Flex, where you make more money. It's like a bulk of money. Like they say, you're gonna do this amount of trips for this amount of money. I know people that do Amazon Flex, but they also have real jobs. I know some people that just do Amazon Flex for a living. You got driving people. Oh, she can't do that because she has two babies that she can't um, put in daycare. Even though they're in daycare now, they weren't at this time, I believe, while she was called YouTube doing her job. Allison, you made the money on those months when you said you made a five-figure income. No, she didn't say five figures. She said, wait a minute. Did she say five figures or over $5,000? See, she made during the months when she was going on a Begathon 2023 beg spree, she made a lot of money because her videos had high numbers. But I'm gonna let her go ahead and talk, and I'm gonna try to pull up the numbers to some of these videos so you guys can get an idea of how much money she probably was making.
They're not paying a good amount of money at all. They are sometimes offering really, really low amounts of money to drive really, really far distances. Sometimes I'm just finding myself sitting outside, not doing anything. It has been crazy. It has been crazy. It's really started like in April, and I thought it was just here because I live in the South now, but I talked to other people that live up north that are going through the same thing and looking for different situations as well. So I'm still remaining hopeful that things will pick back up with that I'll find something else. I do also own an online boutique that I just relaunched 5 weeks ago, but things have not really picked up for that yet. So I'm really just kind of like out here, with really no financial backing right now. I do not have relationships at all with my children's fathers, and so I do not have them to turn to for any type of financial assistance. And it's just
Okay,
me
so
really
you
am the
guys
only
heard that
one
with your
that
own two
my
ears. One time she got on here, she acted like she was so mad and was like, how do you know my kids had more than one father? I never said anything to indicate that. Did she or did she not? I don't know, Allison, how far your education goes, but plural is an S on it. All right, that means more than one. You just said yourself, children's fathers, not my baby daddy, my children's fathers. So be careful because you on here running your mouth. And then when people pull out them receipts and the receipts are receipting, then you get an attitude and say, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Well, now you know. Now you know, sis. Get it together over there, sis, because you're messing with the wrong sector. Okay?
my children have to depend on, and I'm not really very dependable right now. So I just thought I would put this video out there and just see uh, what comes from it, what kind of information I can get, what kind of assistance I can get, who would be willing to assist in any way, form, or fashion. My cash app is everything, is $ everything Allison. My Venmo is Allison Alana. If anybody is willing or able to give any type of contribution, I would definitely appreciate it. Right now, the total that I owe is $2,265.50. That's for the month of April and May, as well as the court fees, late fees, and court fees, late fees, and rent for both of those months. So that's where I'm at, and I don't care what people want to say, what people think, who wants to laugh, who wants to talk. I don't care at this moment. I'm willing to just.
Allison, nobody's laughing at you. We're criticizing you and we're judging you because it's ridiculous that a 30, damn near 40 something year old woman, she's about 38, I believe, a damn near 40-year-old woman doesn't have the sense to go get employment when DoorDash is not working. You've had kids for how long? You've gotten a kid to adulthood, but I bet you were living with your parents half the time. All it seems you've done with your life is sleep around, then judge other people for sleeping around while you practice abstinence by force, not by choice. All right, guys, I don't understand how she can have the nerve to speak on others when she's going through an eviction scare. And she was eventually evicted, guys, as you all probably know already.
Set myself free, basically. I don't have to be bondage to shame or captive to shame about anything that I'm going through, and I know that there are strangers out there that will be willing to assist a single mother that needs help with her children and her business. I don't have to be ashamed.
Don't try to pull the single mother the sympathy plea. Don't try to pull, I'm a single mom, guys. We do not care. A lot of single moms out here are doing it and getting it done by themselves and not sitting on here begging and pretending as though they're too good to get a job. Allison, stop it. We don't care.
Or feel some type of way about putting this out there, because I know this is something that a lot of people like to keep quiet about, and because of the shame or because of the embarrassment or because of what other people might say. And I've done that in the past. This would not be the first time that I've had situations like this or similar to this, and I didn't expose it because I just wanted to keep quiet about things. I prayed about it. I asked people that I knew personally for help, and I just did the best I could. But this time, I don't know. I'm going through a whole new transition in my life, and I'm changing a lot of things, the way I do things, the way I think about things, the things that I'm investing in, the things that I'm putting my time into. I'm really just redoing everything and rethinking everything. And I'm no longer willing to just sit there and be silent, knowing that I have a need and not putting it out there because of shame or embarrassment or whatever the consequence or whatever might be attached to doing something like this.
And that's the thing that a lot of these YouTube moms have in common. Where's the shame? You should be ashamed of yourself. And yes, you should be embarrassed that you're admitting that, hey guys, I'm lazy. I have a BS online boutique that nobody buys anything from. I have 3 kids and they're fatherless. And I'm asking you guys instead of asking their fathers. I got cut off from my family because I've been begging from them for 11 years because I won't get up off my ass and get a job. Tell the truth. You don't have any shame, right? Tell the truth. I'm lazy, guys. I'm not a responsible mom, and I probably need my kids tooken. Now, I'm not wishing that on her. I'm just saying, maybe you can't take it. Maybe you're not capable mentally or financially of taking care of your kids because you won't get off your ass physically and do something about it. What does it take? You guys are already living in a shelter. What does it take for you to realize that you're no better than everybody else and you need to get a job? What does it take, Allison?
Myself free. Nobody can put me to shame. I know my situation. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of doing. I know what my goals are. I know what my dreams are. I know what my desires are. And I know that I have a destiny that might be a little delayed, but it doesn't mean it's denied. So I am just really, just letting it all out, letting myself.
Her goal is to be a business owner. She has an online boutique that's doing absolutely nothing. A dry ass personality. Her channel is dried up. How do you and Wineglass and all these people living in poverty plan on getting these goals and these dreams accomplished when you're doing nothing but making breakfast and going live? That's not going to get your goals and dreams accomplished. Allison, your life is not interesting enough for your channel to take off like you think, sis. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not saying this to put you down or to be rude. One, I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions. Like you're sharing your shame, I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions. And 2, how dare you expect us to take care of you? Who are you? She wants a couple of rich people who can spare to give her money. That girl was actually asking for $25K. We're going to get into that next. Let's keep going.
And my situation be free. And again, if you are able to assist in any way, my Cash App and my Venmo will also be in the description. And yeah, I definitely appreciate you. I thank you for watching this video to the end, and I ask that whatever you give to me, that it will be returned to you 100-fold. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, and that you leave a comment, maybe an encouraging word, whatever questions you might have inside of the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Okay, guys. So that was one of Allison Alana's Begathon videos into her series and her Begathon 2023 series, right? So let me just let you guys know. So I was looking at some of the numbers. Like I told you guys, I was going to look up the numbers that she got on these videos, right? So let's just take the first one. All right. So that one, sharing my shame, others won't talk about this. The one that we just watched together, that was only 2.8K videos. But then as she starts to share her story, the numbers go up. Then she put, the sheriff is scheduled to evict me in 2 days. What will I do next? That got 4.1K views. Okay. Now, the biggest video she ever did was Eviction Day is Here, frantically venting, nervous, and nauseous. That got 135K videos. Then she did a video titled the putting things back in place after the eviction scare. That got 19K. The next video 11K. Then video after that 11K. Still talking about bill collectors, still talking about her problems, still begging and not doing anything about it herself, but going door dashing. Okay? So the reason why I was giving you guys the rundown on those numbers is she had a lot of videos last year that did numbers. And what I'm trying to figure out now is where the hell did the money go? Because I'm going to say a month ago, Allison Beglana was on here asking us for money again. So let me pull this up. But guys, guess what? She went on her community tab, asked us for 25K. All right. But she deleted it. I couldn't find it when I went back to try to find it, guys. So let me just pull this up real quick. My family and I have been living in a temporary housing situation. That means a shelter. That's what that means. But she has an online boutique and she's too good to work, and working a 9 to 5 just never worked for her. You're in a shelter. What would it take for this lazy MFer to get up off her SSA? My family and I have been living in a temporary housing situation. We don't have a lot of time left here and need to pay off past living debts, apply for a new place, and furnish it. I'm trying to raise $25,000 for our family of four. Are you kidding me? Who in the hell is going to give her $25,000? She's better off DMing the Kardashians. Myself and 3 children, ages 14, 5, and 3. If you're able to contribute to our moving fund, please send the funds to my Venmo account. And then she said she decided to not create a GoFundMe because they take a large portion of the money. Thank you in advance. Who in the hell does this woman think she is? Then you get mad when people call you a scammer? You get mad when people call you a scammer? Girl, bye. You have to stop this. You have to stop this, sis. It's out of control.
But there are a handful of growing scams that are designed to steal your money.
Okay, guys, so now we're going to watch a little bit of her video titled A Message to My Supporters. This is how it went. I am Allison Alana. So this is another video where she whines and cries about her situation. So we're going to take a look at a few minutes of that. I'm going to start it at 5 minutes. Hold on, guys. Let me put this up a little bit. I don't want this to be on normal speed because she's a slow talker. All right, here we go. Guys, if you're just entering the building, welcome, and please go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate that. All right, guys, let me pull this up.
Nowhere to go for 7 days, but if I could just make that happen within the 7 days, it would work out. So I reached out to a family member that lives locally, and I asked them, could I stay at their home for 7 days? And they said no. Them and their spouse had already talked and said that after the last individual that stayed at their home, they didn't want anybody else staying at their home. So I'm like, well, it's just for 7 days. You know, I have my place. I'm just trying to get back in my place, and I just would like a place for us to be settled at while I'm trying to get myself back on track. And the person still said that we couldn't come and stay at their home. So for that 7 day period, you know, I just focused on trying to work. I just focused on trying to work and get us going and all of that, right? So with that being said, I even began to ask another family member if they could help me, because I knew that they had the money. I know that they had the money, and they were just like refusing. Like, they knew that we didn't have anywhere to go. That, you know, I had a hotel, and I needed to get back into my place. You know what I mean? And just really figure out something so that this or anything close to it would never happen again. The fact that I could get back in there was what really kept me like calm about it, because it was like, okay, it's kind of just like being kicked out of your house, but just for a few days if you could get the money. You know what I mean? It wasn't like my things were all over the street and that was the end. That's just not how it works here. You know, so I'm like, okay, there's a lot of things that I don't like about how they do things here, but this was the one thing that was like, okay, I love y'all for this because there's still hope. And it just did not work out. This person refused. I mean, I asked several times. I text. I sent them a picture of the paper that I was like doing my subtractions from every time I would get money from somebody. You know, or I put in. I told it every time I did a day's worth of work, I would deduct whatever I was going to keep for gas, maybe whatever bill I may have had coming up or something, and the rest of it went towards the rent, right? So I
Well, wait a minute. Let's just stop here. Do you hear the entitlement in her voice? Yeah, because I asked them for the money and they just refused. I knew they had it. They don't want to give it to you, Allison. How about a lot of people in this chat have it? They don't want to give it to you. You're not deserving of help anymore. You need to help yourself. It is time for Allison Begalana to stop the foolishness, stop the laziness, stop the entitlement, and help herself by filling out a job application and getting a job. See, this is why we think you guys are unfit. This is why we talk about you guys over and over and over, because you guys think for some reason somebody owes you something. No one owes you anything. You had those children. You laid down with that no good ninja and had those children, and it's up to you to figure out how to take care of them. Yes, they do owe you child support, but she said she's never going to be able to get child support because they think their lives belong to the streets. So hold on, guys. So I'm just going to read some comments underneath this video. So someone says you cannot lie on this here internet because there are people who know how to get the truth of you trying to scam people out of their money. And baby, you should be working day and night to take care of your kids. And then they say, how are you going to get mad that someone who has it won't help you? It's not their responsibility to help you. You're a grown woman that had them kids. Sometimes you have to learn how to pick your own self up. Then someone else says, oh, wait a minute. This is the one lady making all these comments, and all of them are good. She says, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. We didn't have those 4 kids. You did. How many times do you have to have an eviction notice to get you a job and figure out what you need to do? Okay. All right, guys, let's continue on.
Was just daily deducting and subtracting and trying to just show the progress I was making. I was explaining myself to them, which is something that I want to do with anybody. I was really just trying to just be in the most humblest space ever and get me and my kids off the street. That's really all I cared about, was getting us back into our home, right? And when I say this person just was just hard, they basically just hardened their heart towards me and my children and refused to help us. I remember it was the Friday before the 21st, because I had a 7-day period, and I just kept saying, if you could just please help me out, I will never ask you for anything else again. I will work night and day. I will figure something out and figure out something to get you your money back. I do not want your money. I'm not trying to use you for your money. I'm not trying to play you for your money. Right now, it's just about me and getting these kids back into their home that they deserve to be living in. And if you could just help me, this would be the last time that I come to you for anything. And when I say this person refused, this person
Do you hear how she just spent 5 minutes telling us how another person refuses? I'll tell you who's refusing. You, Allison, are refusing to get up off your lazy SSA and work. That's who's refusing. You're entitled, and you think that we owe you money that we do not. One, if we do have it, first of all, I don't have 25K. And if I did have 25K, she damn sure ain't getting it. I'm spending it on myself and my family. Why do you think that people should give you money when you're not doing? This is the thing. People help people, and God. Let's not get it twisted. Since you keep Bible thumping, God helps those who help themselves. You're not even helping yourself. So why should strangers always and continue to help you? Every month is going to be something new because you won't get a job, Allison. Until you realize that's the only way you're going to get out of this mess, you're going to struggle and you're going to suffer. And in my opinion, you don't care about your kids. You may love your kids, but you don't care about them enough to take the necessary steps. That's why Liv lost her kids. You're almost in a position where they're probably going to call CPS and come take your kids. Liv lost her kids because she did not take the necessary steps to get them back. And you're doing the same thing to yourself. You better be careful. The difference is Liv's ex-husband cared about her kids, how his kids were living. Your baby daddies with an IES do not care. That is the only thing that's saving you.
Used to give me any assistance with this, knowing the severity of the situation. It didn't matter, right? So the 21st rolls around, and I came and I got my stuff out of my home. I moved it out, and I got one of my neighbors to help me with my bigger items. We moved it out, and as of Wednesday, the 22nd, I have been completely out of my home, and we have just been out here now. It's been another week. Today is the 29th. Yes, today's the 29th. No, I'm sorry. Since the 23rd, Wednesday the 23rd till now the 29th, we've been out here for 6 days, just living in hotels. And most of my time is spent out on the street working anyway, because regardless of where I live, I need to have money to be able to feed my children, keep gas in my vehicle. I still have bills that I have to pay, my cell phone bill, things that I have to pay, whether I'm in a house or not. So it's just been nonstop work, just trying to make sure that no matter what's going on, I can still provide to the best of my ability. But here's where things took a turn for the worst, okay? Because remember that 7-day period that I told you I just talked about, where if I was put out Monday, August 14th, I would be able to come back by August.
Okay, guys, we are done with that part. I just want to read one more comment to you guys. It says, you need to get off the internet and get yourself together for the sake of your children. Scammers will never admit they are scamming. Stop using your children as a defense. You don't understand. Once you beg, then the world will come for you, lady. You on here rambling. You need to be on here looking for a job for your children's sake. Okay, guys, that is it. I just wanted to bring the Allison Alana reaction that I promised you guys. Guys, please do me a favor and thumbs up on your way out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.